Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider, playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. Guardians, we've been chatting prior to the camera starting. It happens. I am joined already by Dom, who is in my Discord live stream chat. Remember, if you come into Discord and you were invited, come hang out with me. Don't be a stranger. Safe zone. If you come and hang out with me, just remember Discord chat is clean. If you game with me inside of Destiny or any of the games that I live stream, please be respectful because we have all ages, all different kinds of groups around the world. This broadcast is seen in over 53 different countries currently and hundreds of countries as a video later on my channel. Master Gore, hello. Speakeasy Bob, hello. Now, I've not even signed in yet. I've been chatting with. I just asked Dom a question. I got a note from YouTube that said, I should engage folks that come and watch me in other ways than just the live stream. And I'm trying to think like, how can I be engaging? How can I engage, Dom? Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
None.
Are you drawing a blank like I'm drawing a blank? Sky, hello. KEDIGEZ DIRIYOR. Ketty, I'm going to say Ketty. Do lore videos? Do lore videos? That's an excellent suggestion, first and foremost. Yes, because I love the lore. I love a good story. But I'm just trying to think, like, what would I do? Should I, for the people who are members of my channel, should I, like, be live prior to being live on air? That's always, that's a thought. It is a thought. Man, I'm still enjoying this hunter. I did go in this morning off camera. I was on my PS5. Last year, back in, I think, like December of last year, I switched over to a computer. And boy, oh boy, do I see a big difference. I never thought I really would because I'm like PlayStation, primo. But I do see a difference in it. The aim assist, is it active all the time? Dom, Havoc, do you guys know? Anybody in chat?
For what?
For when you're on a computer, it just seems like I can get the critical shots so
Oh, you're
much
asking the wrong person.
better. What was that, Havoc?
What? Oh, I said I don't know. What did Dom say? What did you say?
I thought you're asking the wrong person.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, why is it, Dom? Now, Dom, you and I, we've played for a long while now in the gaming world, hundreds of years. But why is it that you don't like to play against PC folks inside of PvP?
They have an advantage.
What is the advantage?
More like they use their entire arm to aim, number one. Number two, they're like in almost every game,
Hello, Eternal
PC
Jade.
players are better than
Nebula
controller players.
Grass. Nebula Dragon Grass. Hello. So I don't know. It's a thought, guys. If you think of something, let me know. Sky, I do like the lore. I like a good story. I've been reading a double novel. I'm on the last like 50 or 60 pages in Empire of the Vampire, and I'm on book 2. I can't remember what book 2 is called, but it is the Empire of the Vampire series, and I don't know. I was thinking just I need to do something. But story, why I brought up the books is because story, is very important to me. And that's one of the reasons that Destiny's my favorite game, is because it gives good story. And Guardians, we're knee deep in story right now because I'm going to confess this, okay? Deep breath. I have a confession. I ran through Pantheon last night and I was scared that maybe I wasn't gonna make it. I was scared that I wasn't gonna make it. The Rook deal, Rook deal, high heels, fancy costume, knows how to walk, runway, Paris, Rook. I have to say, I was concerned that I wasn't gonna make it. Now, why? Because we're becoming way underpowered. You know, it is becoming tougher. Dom, have you gone in and competed in Pantheon?
I haven't even done week 1.
Sky says, I think that's Sky Do. Sky Do. Sky Do says it's legit because of higher frame rate and reaction time, and mouse and keyboard movement is strong. Also, lore interpretation in your words would be amazing.
I think that is actually a good idea. Like lore as seen by Ransom or something like that, and just do like an interpreted version of it.
What are you saying, Sky? What do you think I've got an accent? Yeah, why does Havoc never show up? There he is.
I sent you a thing. I mean,
what's Dom doing? Dom, I don't even see you online.
Because I'm not online.
Well, you know what, Dom? I'm glad you're here, even if you're not online, because if I haven't told you recently, you're important to me. I didn't name you by name, but you are the person I was talking about with the war table interview with Water. You know, Guardians, that went live on the video channel. The war table interview with Water. Water is, I think, like number 4 in the world. He might be number 3 in the world. I mean, the entire world of Destiny 2. For the absolute most kills, Water has over 18 million enemy takedowns inside of Destiny 2. And let me just say right now, it's extraordinary. The light shines on Water and through Water, and he shines it back to all of us in clearing the path, you know, taking them down. Water, one enemy at a time. So if you haven't watched that video, watch it. You know, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it, because Water, you know, flies under the radar. He's not one of the Guardians with millions of followers, but he is exceptional all the same. As many Guardians out there, they may not be noticed. They may not live stream. They may not have the fan base. Exotic, how are you, buddy? Sky says, like the clips of you commenting on OMB and Peeb explaining their stats in a lore format went mini viral. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Sky. Sky, we need to chat, you and I. We should play a game and we can chat about stuff, you know, out loud. We need to be heard. You need to be heard.
Awesome.
All right. Dom just went online. Invite to Fire Team. Dom, we're going to invite you and just hang out a little bit.
What are we going to do?
I don't. What do you
want to do?
Some
onslaught? You want to do a 3-man
do you have your super black shader, Dom?
I don't have it.
Dom, now come on. You are a veteran player, even at your young age.
I'm stacking bounties, man.
Okay, that's something we all can work on, stacking bounties, because we're knee-deep in it, and the darkness is just going to keep growing higher and higher until we're going to be waiting up to
if we end up doing onslaughts, can we stop at the thing?
Wait, we should go to
Also, we should probably attempt
let's do some planets first.
I need to do Legend with Vol later.
Hold on.
Yeah, I need to do Legend Outbreak Perfected, and what if I stumble and fall in there? I fell yesterday off camera. 1,000 feet below.
You guys want to do Crucible and stack those bounties too?
No, and you know, Havoc, I had forgotten
Crucible,
yesterday.
Zavala, and Gambit don't stack. They won't carry over.
Crucible, Vanguard, and Gambit, you know, you can pull them, but you're going to have to turn them in before the new season because they're not going forward.
Oh, yeah.
So the gunsmith, yes, and
Maybe.
planetary bounties, yes. Hawthorne, grab them. We can make the loop. Let's make the loop because Dom needs some of these
Okay.
bounties, and I'm for it too. And Havoc's wanting the day one raid, and you know he's not been bounty stacking. Stack your bounties.
Well, literally, what does that leave us? Just the planet ones? So,
Well, I mean that's a lot, and you know the ones on Dreaming City, the ones in Eternity, they're XP plus plus. Let's just start the loop as soon as you guys. Dom, have you seen Hawthorne?
No, I'm going to.
All right, pick hers up because they're worth a lot. You know, maybe I need to go see Ada. Or wait a minute, do I have Ada's stuff already?
Labradorite says, "Hi, Ransom."
Labradorite, hello, hello. It's good to see you. You know, chat. Sometimes I get carried away. I get, carried away inside of the game, and I forget to be watching my live stream comments. I'm not ignoring you. Don't ever feel like you're ignored because you are important to me. Just remind me later you missed my chat, and I want to come back to it. Now, the ones from Shaxx, over at that special spot, the Hall of Champions, basically, those aren't going to necessarily be good in the next season because I think that stuff's going to change up. So we need to do planets is what I'm trying to say. We want a bounty horde.
Oh.
We need to do the planets, and I need to make the loop because way back when in the Dark Ages, I looped the loop to get my power levels up. I do occasionally get messages that say, Ransom, how did you get so high? Well, that happened for a couple of reasons. Mainly because I did the planets and I picked up planetary bounties and I always tried to grab a patrol. And that kind of thing, Guardians, can make a difference between being successful on your next adventure and them knocking your socks off. Nobody wants their socks knocked off, especially when there's some big old comfy socks with a cushioned bottom. Mango Luck, hello, hello. Chat, I'm going to be posting some video of Mango Luck doing the War Table interviews and Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden. Oh my gosh, chat. Shield Maiden has come in and she said, hello, Ransom. Hello, Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden, do you have a few minutes? Because I would love, I've got my notes. I've got my questions, Shield Maiden. And if you've got just 15, 20 minutes, I would love to do a sit down with you. And just chat, at the War Table. My interview with Water went live today. It's the War Table interviews with Water. Mango, I don't know if I did or not. I need to try to look and see why those things don't pop up for me. Because Spite yesterday sent me an absolutely phenomenal message. Okay, Guardians, let me go to space. Dom, Havoc, you're welcome. Hang out with me. You don't have to leave. We're going to do a sit down. This is going to be very special. This will be a sit down with Shield Maiden. You know her, you love her. She has millions of fans around the globe. This is Shield Maiden. And let me try to find Shield Maiden. Yes.
Shield, you can probably skip all that and just join a welcome room and I can drag you in.
Yeah, we're going to get you in, Shield Maiden. Guardians, don't go anywhere because we're going to talk with Shield Maiden. And I absolutely adore her. And I know that millions of you adore her as well.
Hi.
Shield Maiden.
Millions.
Millions.
Millions,
Oh
Shield Maiden.
Millions.
I'm so excited
Me
because
too.
I feel like you deserve
I'm here,
to
but I'm
be
gonna mute.
in this group at the War Table. And I want, as soon as you get in here, we're going to fly to Nessus. Do you have the Toast lounge chair?
I do. I will put that on right now.
Put it on, girl, because we want to see you set on the finest emote in the game. And we all know it. Come on, I just said it out loud. I said
You
it
did.
out loud.
We all think it.
We all know it, and they better not be bringing it back. I don't want it attached to anything. Look, I'm gatekeeping. I don't want nobody to have it unless you were there. Now, if
Have
you
a
were
clue what I
there,
do.
I'm okay with it. We're going to go to my favorite color palette. It's just over here at Artifact's Edge. There's a big, beautiful tree there, and someday, Guardians, maybe you and I and Shield Maiden, all of us, we can join and we can go there and we can have a picnic and we can be free of the enemies of mankind. It's a dream of mine. Even the EDZ, I want a picnic there. Devram K will make tea. Come join us. Shield Maiden, I don't know how I discovered Shield Maiden. I think what happened, Shield Maiden, of course, is on X, and I think that a tweet popped up, and I thought, oh, Shield Maiden. Now, it made me curious, first of all, because we know that a lot of guys play as the gals in this game. And that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know you could do that back when I started my account. I thought, if you are a male in real life or identify as a male, then you had to play the male character. Oh my gosh, I'm not on Strand. Can I make it up there? Yeah. All right, let's get here in this beautiful red. Now look, the Vex are over there. They've spotted us, nasty Vex. You're programming slow. Oh no, look!
Oh, I've been shot.
He saw Shield Maiden and thought, I can get her. Lay off, Vex. Lay
Out
off.
with ransom here. Let's see. Oh, where am I getting shot from? I
Let
can't
me
even
do
see
some
them.
indebted kindness and take those little monsters down. Get out of here. All right, let's see. Shield Maiden, when you grab your chair, it's going official. Be prepared. Be prepared.
Okay.
Havoc, you can join and keep the enemies off of us. Dom, somebody keep the enemies off of us. This is important. Shield Maiden, thank you, thank you. I am Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game. Guardians, we are sitting down with Shield Maiden. You know her, you love her, millions of fans across multiple social platforms, a gamer extraordinaire. If you have not stopped in and hung out with Shield Maiden, you are truly being denied greatness.
Oh my
Shield
goodness.
Maiden, thank you for being here. It's absolutely fantastic to see you. Can you tell folks just a little bit about yourself?
Oh my goodness. Well, for one, thank you so much. I don't think I've ever gotten so many compliments in this short, span of time. That was
Deserved.
you're
Every
fantastic.
one of them,
I-
Shield
I-
Maiden, deserved.
absolutely love watching you because you're always so positive about just everybody and everything, and it's so refreshing. It's just so refreshing to have someone positive in the gaming space. So but yeah, I'm Shield Maiden. I've actually only been playing Destiny since just before Beyond Light, so I'm still like a relatively new-ish Guardian. I
But
started
the light
out
is
pretty.
strong with you, Shield Maiden. The light is
Oh,
strong.
thank
with
you.
Shield Maiden,
Yeah.
so you started, when did you start Beyond Light?
Yeah, like right. It was like a few weeks before they started vaulting everything.
Okay.
So,
all right.
like Leviathan and all that stuff.
Did you ever play with 21% Delirium? Because if you did...
It was my favorite gun.
Oh my gosh, I love that thing. I've heard rumor that maybe it will come back. Will it be as good? I don't know. So, Shield Maiden, tell the folks that may not be familiar with you, there's one or two out there, where they can find you in the social platforms.
Sure. I'm Shield Maiden across the board on X, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, those.
Yeah, well, that's the big ones. YouTube and Twitch are the big ones for live streamers.
Absolutely.
What is what is your favorite game of all time, Shield Maiden? Like your favorite game, and it's okay to for it not to be Destiny.
Oh my gosh. I think I mean, so I have kind of two different categories. So I have like my me time game and I have my social game, that I play with friends. And I think Destiny is definitely my favorite social game. But then I like really cozy games like Stardew Valley for myself. Just, I mean, there's a lot to it, but I think a lot of people.
I have looked at Stardew Valley. I have never played it.
Oh my gosh, I highly recommend if you're into like that inventory management kind of style game, where you're running around doing stuff all the time, you get your little farm going. I don't know, it's really nice. I like it.
Do you stream that too? Cause I watch you when you're streaming Destiny.
Yeah, like every blue moon. I've done it before, and I kind of do it's like an ASMR type stream where I don't talk, but I'll be in chat of my own stream, and then I don't even have the music on in the game. It's just like the sounds of the game, and people still show up for that. Like it's a very cathartic kind of experience to just watch someone play, a little farming game.
Yeah, and there are occasions I tune into people and just watch what they're doing, without the voiceovers and that kind of thing, just seeing what's going on in the gaming world.
Right.
If you had to choose your best moment inside of Destiny thus far, what would it be?
It would be May of 2022. I think it was May 6th. I'm not entirely sure the date, but it was May of 2022. There wasn't a lot of people in my friend group playing at the time, and so me and my best friend, Labradorite, were just hanging out, and we were like, let's go try and do like the two-man, the first encounter, not like the payload part, but the first encounter of Val the Disciple, so Acquisition. And it only took about 4 hours, and that was my first time ever doing low man content. And it wasn't really like planned or anything. It was just two friends going in, with like a wacky idea, and we ended up doing it. And it was an exhilarating kind of feeling, to do something like that. And I've been like kind of chasing that ever since. I do a lot of low mans and stuff now, so it's fun.
Now, I recently chatted with, I've had Vendetta, ATP, Aegis, Zemo on the channel. What have you played with those guys before to do, any activities?
I actually haven't. I've seen them, on X and Twitch and stuff like that, but I haven't really had the pleasure of getting to play with them or anything.
They're good. They're very good.
Yeah, I've seen.
What happens, Shield Maiden? It gives me goals, and it's good to have goals in a game that you love. If you had to choose, what was like a moment that you don't want to go back to inside of Destiny, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't want to. Oh gosh, there's actually a few. I don't want to get to a place where I don't have anyone to play with, because it is a very social game for me. I don't want to get to a place where I'm playing so much that I'm sick of it. And I don't want to get to a place where I'm letting other players get to me, because I did try. I was getting better at PvP, and I was matching better people because of it. And
oh no,
they're not always the you know how people are. Sometimes they're just not always the nicest, and that's on them. But I definitely could have handled my feelings better, and so
what do you say?
I don't want to get
what do you say? You've bumped into a few that weren't Guardian worthy inside the game, right?
Yeah.
They exist, Guardians. I get, I try to be positive, exactly like Shield Maiden has observed. But you would not believe the nasty grams that come in on my YouTube channel. I'm always a little bit surprised, a little bit shocked, and amazed. But I like Shield Maiden, try to just take it in stride and say, hey, they don't know me. Obviously, they haven't come into my channel, or they would, know a little bit more about it. It happens to the best of us, Shield Maiden. Don't ever let that get you down because you're a star, and we all know it if we've watched your channel.
You're gonna make me cry.
Thank you. Well, not that I want to make you cry, but I'm glad that
Good
you're
tears,
having
good
some
tears.
emotion with it.
No.
If you met someone who was considering being a gamer and picking up Destiny in the real world, because I know you're in gaming, you're in the gaming industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell them? They're,
I would
hey, Shield Maiden, I'm thinking about playing Destiny. Go.
I mean, I would tell him, it's a fantastic, kind of outer space, us versus aliens video game. We get space magic and you get to play with your friends. I mean, that's really all there is to it. It's,
And
there's
the
a lot
hunt
of
is on for guns. Pew pew pew. pew.
yes, it's a looter shooter, but we get to explore and there's really, I mean, just amazing plot lines and the lore is incredible. The artwork is I still go into Garden of Salvation and can't believe my eyes every single time. Like it's breathtaking. It's
Shield
breathtaking.
Maiden, I talk about it every time I'm in there. We avoid Garden of Salvation. I don't know why. The boss. But, I think that is absolutely, a Wizard of Oz moment. Where's Dorothy? Because we're running through the poppy field, and I always love that. The cherry blossoms in
Yes.
blue, the color palette, Bungie. Shout out to you. We would love to talk to the artist who designed the beautiful raid. I'm sure there was probably 2 dozen folks that worked on that.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you, when you see a public event, now Shield Maiden, just be direct with us, we can take it. When you see a public event and you see maybe some players out there that might be 3s, a 4, do you stop and lend a hand?
It depends on if I'm already kind of like doing something. Like if it's something that I'm like on the hunt, like I am on a mission,
Yes.
I probably I feel bad about it, but I probably don't. But if I have a second, I absolutely, because they probably don't even know how to make it heroic or anything like that. So,
I know.
I hop in and try and do my best.
I'm with you, Shield Maiden. I want to stop. I want to help because I was, there at one point for like a year and a half, really. And I do try, but I, like you, if I wander through a public space, but I'm on something very important, I think to myself, I'm going to come back and look for them later, but I got to get this
Right.
done. I got to get it
Yeah.
done. What was your biggest surprise as you've been playing through Destiny?
Biggest surprise. I think that oh man, these are great questions. I mean, they're really thought-provoking. My biggest surprise when it comes to Destiny, I guess that there's so much to it. Because I've been playing for, 5 years straight now, 4 years straight, and I'm still learning things. And I'm like, you would think that after that many years I would know everything there is to know about the game, but and it's live service, so obviously they're changing stuff,
Right.
from season to season or adding new things, and obviously like we're getting a new campaign, and I mean I get that stuff keeps being added, but even about things that have been in the game for a long time, I'm still very much getting little tidbits of information that I didn't pick up before, and it's really cool.
It's a game of discovery, and you find out often that you thought you knew a lot, and then you find out, hey, this is new to me. I just discovered this.
Yeah.
All right, now I know you are on a time limit. I know that you have that real world life. The sun is beautiful, the grass is green, the breeze is glorious. Perfect day for gaming.
Perfect.
Perfect day. What is your favorite character in the game?
Oh my gosh, is it even like a surprise that it's Cade 6? I mean,
Cade 6. Yeah,
yeah, he he really, so obviously when I started playing, you know, I didn't get the experience of Cade in D1. But when I came in, you know, I was doing the Red War campaign, and I just fell in love. I mean, he was funny and like smart and witty and kept you on your
Adventuresome, and he felt
toes.
like a friend, didn't he, Shield Maiden?
Yes, you just felt like you knew him right
Shout out
away,
to
you know?
Nathan Fillion, who has played the bulk of Cade 6. And welcome,
Yes.
Cade Fillion. We're waiting for you to come back. You are missed inside this game.
So
Um,
ready. Yeah.
this, we're coming into, at the time of this recording, Guardians, we're coming into the final shape. Uh, will you be seriously participating in the day one raid experience?
Yes. I am light on the word seriously. Like, really, all we care about at this point is just getting through it. If we have a good placement, that's fantastic. I know people like Vendetta and Saltagreppo and Glad. They all go. Whoever's
Hardcore.
gonna get that first slot to get that raid belt. But no, we're just happy to get through it and make the memories along the way.
Join
There's
the experience, Shield Maiden, right? The experience.
absolutely, it's such a test of your fire team, you know. I'm so lucky and like privileged to be going in with the people who are closest to me right now, and I'm I'm just excited to see because it's a test too of, our communication and our adaptability.
Teamwork,
It's
dream
special,
work.
yeah.
Guardians, the darkness grows thick and heavy. Sharpen your blade on both sides, and I hope it cuts through. Slice the darkness in two, Guardians. Be the strength that makes the difference. The witness thinks he has us, but ultimately we have him trapped inside the traveler. We're coming for you, witness. As you're gaming, Shield Maiden, here's one of the big questions. This is important to everyone. As you're going to be doing these raids, as you're working to push back the darkness throughout the universe of Destiny, what are your gamer snacks?
I was not expecting that. Okay. My gamer snacks. Oh, that was good. It varies. It definitely varies. I always have my water bottle with me. You can't fight the witness while you're dehydrated. Um, Gosh, I like Sour Patch Kids a lot.
Oh my gosh, Water actually liked Starburst. He was like a Starburst at my side as I'm, in it to win it.
Love that. Wait, but which flavor of Starburst?
Crimson said for him it's apple slices and carrots.
That's solid. I do like my vegetables if I can dip them in ranch.
Yeah, I
For
love
sure.
ranch, yes. And I love a
Ranch
cool
is my
ranch
favorite food.
Dorito. I like a nacho cheese Dorito, but those are not good
Yes.
gamer foods because they're going to be all over the place. Your keyboard, your mouse, your controller. Uh, what is your team preset that you are taking in, and are they members of the clan that you belong to?
Yes, I do believe that everybody going in on the day one team, we're all good friends and they are all in TXI.
Okay, TXI. Now, if you were picking out your dream vacation today, and you could enjoy wherever, where would it be?
I would love to be able to go to like Norway or Sweden and go sit on top of like a mountain overlooking a fjord and just camp there and experience the northern lights and just sit in the outdoors and just sit. I don't know.
Shield
That probably
Maiden,
sounds
I
really
just
boring
love
to
you.
everybody.
I just love you. That is absolutely just a phenomenal vacation. Dream job. If someone came up to you and they were making an offer and you were like, that is my dream job. What is that dream job?
Oh man, if I guess
You
like
might
it
have your dream
also,
job now. I don't know.
well, kind of. I mean, it's I am writing video game articles right now. which is great. This is probably as close as I'm ever gonna get to my dream job because I currently just don't have the skill set for what I'd like to do. I think making video games. If I just knew how to do it, that's what I would be doing. If somebody came to me and said, "Hey, we want you to make our video game," like that would be fantastic. But I don't know how.
Right.
I never learned. It wasn't something that I got into until later in life. So,
I hear you. I've often thought how wonderful if I could make something that people around the world would enjoy playing and get pleasure from. It would be really just a crown on your head. So I applaud you for that, Shield Maiden. What is your favorite movie?
oh, my favorite movie. Oh gosh, I'm really big into Harry Potter. So, just having like a Harry Potter marathon like movie day, that's on a rainy day no less.
And your favorite
my
Harry
favorite.
Potter movie, your favorite one?
Oh, you're gonna make me pick. Okay. I like the sixth one, the Half-Blood Prince.
The sixth one. Yeah. I loved part one of the two-part finale because I felt like we got to spend time with the characters and I was crazy about all of them. I want to just say Shield Maiden. I love those movies. In my career in life, I got to work on a lot of Harry Potter stuff, figurines and water globes, and taking the music and putting it into a music box, wind up and digital.
Oh my
But I
God.
want to say that Hermione, I'm calling it out now. I'm putting it on digital. Hermione is the champion of Harry Potter.
Oh,
She
absolutely.
by far sang the song that was Victory, and she took all those characters on a journey. That it was her journey. Ultimately, it was her journey. Now, I have not read the books. I don't know if it was her journey in the books, but in the movies, Hermione, she was the star. The light was strong upon her. And because it was, she shared it with her friends, and they were victorious over the darkness in the end. And ultimately, that the whole series is what we're fighting here in Destiny: is good versus evil, the light, the dark. And the witness is on the dark side, but ultimately, he is not the darkness. The darkness is beyond what even the witness is. Hermione, an absolute queen inside of that show. Uh, would you agree or disagree with that?
Oh my gosh, I would agree. And so I was also an avid reader. And so I read all the books multiple times over, and Hermione would have made a great guardian.
Yeah, yeah.
She's fantastic. If you liked her in the movies, you would love her in the books.
In the movies, when she did the spell and she corrected everybody, Leviosa, is that it?
Yeah.
It's like, girl, she did her homework. She came to win. I loved her. I loved her. This is final question. Final question.
Okay.
Is there something that your fans don't know, but you would like for them to know?
Um, I am actually a very introverted homebody. Like I don't outside of streams, I don't really talk a whole lot. I like to just kind of pitter patter around and, I have dogs and so I play with them a lot. I like to read. Uh, I would like to get back into like my houseplant collection. Um, I'm getting into like herbal medicine. Um, yeah, I'm very much like a homebody, just kind of like enjoying my, like my safe space kind of a thing. So,
Shield Maiden, now this is not an official question. How,
sure.
how did you become aware of me?
Um, YouTube actually. I think actually Labrador I think found you first
Okay.
and then was watching what had already watched like a couple of your streams and then we were in VC one day and they were like, you have to watch this guy. And so I started watching and like like the entire VC. We all just fell in love. We're just like, oh my god, he's so great. Like, this is so nice and like it's just so wholesome and like
Thank you,
you
Labrador
just don't
Right.
experience
I see Labrador Right in chat on
Yeah.
occasion. Shield Maiden.
Yeah, he's spilling they're spilling my secrets in chat right now. But no, like we all fell in love. It's so
Thank you.
wholesome and it's such a different experience. Like so many people, you know, you go into their streams, even good, you know, people, and like there's still jokes about, you know, oh yeah, thanks Bungie, or you know, stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's fine. I know it's a joke. It's just so nice to be in someone's stream where like they're just straight up having fun and getting
Yes.
stuff done. I mean, you know, we were curious, so I hope this isn't like a bad thing, but we looked up like your raid report, and like you do all kinds of things in this game, and it's like
Oh my God,
you're
I've
having
been
so much
searched.
fun.
I've been searched for by Shield
Yes,
Maiden.
yes.
I've never looked
absolutely.
at it. I hope it was good. I hope
No,
it
it was
good.
great. I was so impressed. Like you just do so much and you have such a good time with it every single time. And it's like I wish people could just have fun in games again, you know? Instead of taking everything so seriously. So
Someone sent me a note, Shield Maiden, and they said, I have subbed, I have, told my friends about you, because it's been a long time since we saw somebody just have a good time. And Guardians, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I am thankful to Shield Maiden. I know exactly what she's saying about being an introvert, because for years, I sat in the back of the classroom. I would try to be invisible. I didn't want to answer questions. I avoided, social environments. And that can be challenging, can it, Shield Maiden? And then when we see you live stream, it's like a different side of you. And I just want to say you bring a definite perspective that this community is in such need of. And I 100% appreciate you every time that I get to tune in. Thank you, Shield Maiden, for reaching out a hand and being an upstanding guardian. We need more of you. I want to reserve the right to have you back to the war table, maybe after the raid. I think it would be great to talk about your experience. Will you guys, will we hear you in your stream for the raid?
Yeah, I probably, I usually do stream day one raids and stuff. I tend to not even, I pretend that I'm not even streaming so that I don't have to worry about chat or anything. I just am focused on the raid, but I do have it up so that people can watch if that's their cup of tea. If they want to see where we're at.
Shield Maiden, will you finish up this season a Godslayer?
I plan on it. I'm planning on it. Rolk is kicking my butt.
He knocked me off several times.
Yeah. You got but we were looking, you have the emblem, so you got it. You defeated Rolk in the end.
I did, thanks to a phenomenal team. As Shield Maiden said before, teamwork. You can't do it alone unless you're that 0.001%. Snazzy Rock, we love you.
We love Snazzy.
Yeah, I've often thought, I hope he doesn't pass out from hyperventilation. But, and several others, Zemo, Vendetta, a lot of you guys out there are showing us what's possible. You're raising the bar. And it's a good thing to know what's possible, because we dream to achieve that. Shield Maiden, I want to 100% thank you for being with me. Guardians, I am Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, and we've been honored, privileged, and blessed to be with Shield Maiden in the game. I want you to check her out, like, subscribe, share her videos. We Guardians have to stick together, and specifically content creators, live streamers, because I'm going to tell you why. I have been stuck in this game. I have been lost thinking, how am I going to get this done? And I go to YouTube, I go to Twitch, I find a video. It helps me get through. And Shield Maiden, look for her. Do all those things to help her see the success that she deserves. Thank you, Shield Maiden. I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, enjoy what you're doing in Destiny, and I'll see you around.
Thank you, Shield Maiden. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Chat, we have just been hanging out. If you're just joining, we've had conversations with Shield Maiden. The video will be separated from the live stream and it will go up in the next few days. Look for the series about the War Table because Shield Maiden is exceptional. She deserves your notice. You're going to absolutely love her. All right, now I've got to get back. I left fire team members, and I don't want them, leaving me something saying, you abandoned us. You abandoned us. Well, yeah, Shield Maiden came in. I had to kick you to the curb. But I'm going to go back. Okay, now they've joined up hands without me. But I know what I need to do. I'm feeling good after a phenomenal conversation with Shield Maiden, but I need to make the loops. Because I wanna hoard. I've got to hoard because I need all the power I can get when we face the witness. We're knee deep in darkness, Guardians, and very soon the darkness is gonna be at eye level. Sharpen your blades and cut twice. The darkness, cut it in two. Final Cosmic Seal, Omission. Everyone, thank you for hanging out. Omission, yes, absolutely. So nice. Oh, Shield Maiden, you bet. You absolutely. It was my honor. It was my pleasure. Omission, thank you. I know a lot of you guys sent comments. And I will go back and look at them later when I'm reviewing the tape. I'm not ignoring you, but journalism. Sometimes, you have to get serious. Journalism is important because it sheds a light on subjects and sometimes controversial subjects, but they need to come to the light. All right, now here I am jumping around, running around, and I need to go up and see my good friend Devram K. I made some tea for him a few months ago. The video is on my channel. I brewed a special tea for Devram. I want to pick these up and hang on to them because I need to get up inside of the numbers. I don't know. I've heard rumor that we're going to be 2,000. Omission, do you know? I call on you, Omission, because I know that you are very savvy about what's going on in Destiny. Ouch. Come on now. Come on. You guys could be growing corn on the EDZ and they're out here causing mischief. Do better. Do better, Drain. By the way, this is the starting point for Lake of Shadows, the Nightfall, the Strike. Maybe the Strike starts here too. But it is the starting point for the Nightfall, the Grandmaster version. I've soloed that Grandmaster. I have soloed that. So it was a lot of fun to do that and to be able to share it with you guys. I often have anxiety about it. I want to say it's okay to have anxiety. I want you guys to know anxiety and being concerned about completing something or having the skill set to make it happen, it's a real thing. It is absolutely a real thing. And I have it often. Yesterday, when I was with Crimson and his team, I got an invite for Pantheon. And we know that every single week, Pantheon gets harder, more difficult, challenging. And we get weaker. We get weaker as Guardians. I want to be stronger. I don't want to be weaker. But going into that, Guardians, I actually thought, am I gonna have what it takes? You know, will I have what it takes to get this done? can I survive? Will I be able to survive against Rook? And I had not watched any videos about what I was going to be encountering inside the Rook portion of Pantheon. And it was a shock. It was a surprise. It was a challenge. And Guardians, if you haven't gone into Pantheon, prepare yourself. Gather your weapons. Make sure you're ready. Look at your armor sets. And go in prepared. You know, I know the Pantheon gets longer. Each week, you know, more bosses are added. It's going to get longer. Crimson, who you see me play with often, made a tweet today on X that basically said he thinks that next week will be better, meaning, you know, maybe that we'll have the modifiers that are going to shine on us to be able to compete, because we're getting Nezarec and we're getting Riven. It's a double whammy next week. A double whammy. Yes, Omission, or it has the ability to knock you off the map. I have been reading social media, trying to just keep up with what people are thinking about it. I'm going to say, and this is kind of, you know, a thought about what I said last night after finishing the Rook session. Oh, Jonathan, Jonathan, thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you. I, you know, said I wish that the second version, spoilers, you know, if you don't want to hear anything about it, I know, but it is all over YouTube and all over social media. So I am going to talk about my experience. I really would have liked the second Rook. These boots were made for walking. Cue the music. I would have liked for the second Rook to have had some type of like stun spot. Omission, have you completed it? Have you been in and completed? I would have liked for the second Rook to be able to be stunned, you know, maybe for 5 seconds, even 3 seconds, just to calm him down a bit. Because he got me good. And it was a learning experience. You know, you gotta stay away from him, be active, because he's coming for you. Now here I am on the EDZ, and there's normally like 500 public events going on. There's not even a flag here. They must have rotated to the other side. They have, the sludge. Let's go over there. I have not. I'm avoiding LFG big time. I want to run it with people who are chill, not ready to have a meltdown the moment they join an orbit. Omission, I hear you. Omission, now, how many folks are in your clan? I think I've asked you this before. Guardians, you heard Shield Maiden earlier. You've heard me say this many times. Stay hydrated. This is ginger root tea today with wildflower honey and lemon. I cut the ginger root fresh myself. I squeeze my lemons. And the wildflower honey is a big yes. Stay hydrated. Omission. Now, I'm not trying to snag members from other clans. That's not who I am. But Omission, you know, we have... Oh, that's a dead end. Dead end. We have good groups of people, and you should definitely think about submitting, you know, a request. A request. They're shooting me. I'm just trying to get the flag. I'll be passing through. We're coming back for them. We're coming back for them. But yeah, I understand. Sometimes when you're a solo player, it can be really, really difficult to get that stuff done. So I understand, Omission. I understand. But your clan, you know, should be, let's just say it direct now, you want a group that's active, because Guardians, when we go over here, you know, you want this stuff filled out. As you can see, all of the Coterie of Arms, we have just been non-stop on Onslaught, on Pantheon. You know, it's a fresh vision of these raid bosses, and we've been hard at it going through this stuff. I know last night in Discord, the live stream chat in Discord was very active with people trying to get through Pantheon. Mission says, yeah, I was thinking about it. A part of me feels bound to my clan since I made it at the start of D2, but that's just sentiment holding me. I have joined your Discord, though, trying to get myself involved in a run of Pantheon. Mission, I have still, I have not heard your voice yet. And I want to hear your voice. I want to get to know you better because you've supported my channel and I 100% appreciate you. Chat Q is inside of the chat, and I did a live stream interview with Ferris, aka Q, yesterday. Check out that video. Again, it's one of those that will be separated out and it will go to the War Table chat. Q, hello, hello. I have an alias. Where can I find the Discord link? Hang on a second. I think it's this. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? No! I can't. My mouse is so fast, I can't do that stuff. I can't do that stuff. All right. There you go. There you go. Now, let me get this back off. I am on a computer. Mouse and keyboard is at my disposal. I'm using a controller, but I find that the mouse and keyboard is absolutely so fast. It's challenging for me to be able to use it. I'm going to do a live stream just on mouse and keyboard and see how long I survive. How long will it go? It might be tragic. It might be tragic. But I think we do have a couple of members. Maybe if somebody, needs a spot where they feel like they need to be active. We have a lot of active members. I usually live stream. Wow, it got dark. Who turned the lights off in here? I think there's still a glitch in this part of the EDZ map because it gets very dark. Very dark. I have an alias. I've wanted a chance to run stuff with you since I commented about the Warlock bills. I have an alias. Yes, I love to do just normal things, and we try to raid. Normally, we would do like 5 raids a week. But because we've been focused on this combination of content, we've not ran just a lot of normal ones. We've not been in there for a lot of normal ones. We got to get this thing out of here. We want it to be heroic. Don't you slash at me, Captain. That was my tormentor, the Captain, back in the day. When I started D1, I started way back when in this game, way back when, and the Captain constantly wanted to destroy me, and I didn't want to be destroyed. I thought I saw one. I thought I saw a Cabal. Scion, Peon, get out of here. Cookie, thank you yesterday for hanging out with me, Cookie. It is always good to see you, and thank you for running all those onslaughts with me. You were phenomenal. Guardians, do you know? This is an announcement. This is an announcement. I still do not have a second. I still don't have a second mountaintop. You know, it amazes me with the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of onslaughts, waves that I've been through. I still don't have a second one. Now, wait a minute. I thought it was over here. It could be down here. I still don't have another mountaintop. It's frustrating. Bungie, you check out my account. I think somebody has definitely fixed it where I can't get another one. But I haven't used, I did get my Brave title today, and I haven't used a whole lot of the weapons. I do like Mountaintop. I had a lot of good grenade launchers. Alright, did that go down? Is this heroic? Yes! This Guardian knows the deal. Absolutely no. Get out of here, Captain.
Glimmer, hold him off while I transmit this.
Guardian, don't stand there. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute. Has it already dropped? Okay, it's a save. He can stand there now. I've seen many Guardians go down right there. True sight. True sight. Q, how many mountaintops, the shiny ones, do you have? How many? Because, you know, me, like nada. Resource. Wow, this gun and me, we see eye to eye. Get out of here, Switchblade Susie. No! Q! Shiny ones? Q, you've had 58 shiny mountaintops. And I'm still just on my first one. Just one. We can make it if we try. Just one. What's he doing over here? Hello, sir. I hope he drops a chest. Yes. Give me glimmer. Give me some glimmer. Glimmer, glimmer. Oh. Now, I am liking this grenade launcher. You know, I used this earlier off camera. Over 1/3 of your vault is shiny weapons. You're going to set up a booth at the local fair on the tower. You'll be able to sell shiny weapons. You're Q's going to have a booth.
My word, you'll have to keep some for yourself, you know.
Oh, 2,000 bright dust a pop. I think that would probably be a good rate because they want 700 bright dust for that Baroque squirt gun model of the ornament on the tower for Durang. All right, did I get any of these? Have I filled out any of these? Okay, I got 2. Do I have a bunch more of them? Acquire cache codes in lost sectors. Okay, we're on it. We're on that. Cache codes in lost sectors. I like this bunch of lost sectors right over here. Let's go over. Oh, I didn't click this monitor. What have I been doing? I like the idea of it, Jake. I know there's a lot of people, Eternal Jake, I know there's a lot of people that don't. Because it really, they think that, because people may not have earned it, they shouldn't have it. There's a big discussion about, if you didn't earn it, you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't be able to trade for it. But I don't know. I've never formed an opinion about it. Oh, I'll take this. I will take that. Glimmer. I never have really just given it thought. I don't know. I know there are games that have trading. Your omission, you are correct. You are correct. All right, I'm running. I'm running. How did that fuel cell pop up? Maybe one of these guys hit it. Switchblade Susie. Got her. Wow, this weapon is good. It is so good here on the EDZ. Now, speaking of shinies, this is not a shiny version, but I liked it. I did like it. This has Envious Assassin, Spike Grenades, Bait and Switch. I like this Edge Transit. Do I wish it was shiny? Yes. Yes, I do. But wait a minute now. Do I have a mountaintop up here? I think I might have vaulted mountaintop. I used this Midnight Coup. I used Midnight Coup a lot this morning. And Outlaw Kinetic Tremors. Guardians, what are your thoughts? K-Fizz, hello, hello. Thank you, K-Fizz. Have you been using Midnight Coup a lot? Do you use it? Do you like it? It seems like way back when, in the, lost ages long ago, I thought I really loved it. But now I have to wonder about it because I'm not super, I'm going to say it out loud, I'm just not super crazy about it. I'm not super crazy about it. And maybe I have the wrong role on it. I do have a lot of them in my vault. And maybe there's a different one I need to pull out. Sunshot, yes. I used Sunshot non-stop there for a while. Just non-stop. Look at him. Another Capitan. Hello, Capitan. Just give me your chest and go on home. He can be farming. You could be farming, sir. It's a noble job. All right, let's go back in, and I think this will give me what I need. Give me what I need. I need it now. Oh, and I got my super back. So, yeah, super back. Not to be confused with super black. Woo, she felt that. I hope you weren't attached to those teeth because they're lying on the ground. These little nightmares, you don't want to have to fool with these. Oh, look at that one. Trapped you are. Hello. Switchblade Susie and her friends. Done. Get out of here. DED. You made a Warlock build with Final Warning, and you were not too crazy about it. Final Warning. Which one is Final Warning? I'm trying to think. Like, which one is... Okay, Final Warning. I know, K-Fizz. I know. I've showed it some love. I've got 587 enemies defeated on this weapon. And I don't know now. There have been some times where I've liked it. I have read, the social media. I've kept up with it. And people are really loving it. I don't even know how to describe it. There's something about Final Warning. There's something about it that I feel like needs to be fine-tuned a little bit. It just needs, it needs a sprinkle. It needs some sprinkles on it. Just something, a little bit of fine-tuning. Omission, do you play with it? Final Warning. K-Fizz said, I don't like how it shoots. I have thought about doing it with what? The Mekaneers trick sleeves. Is that something I maybe should try right now? Right now. This kind of still works. But let's put a new color shader on it. Fetid copper. I like fetid copper. I need a new red color shader. I need something with a lot of good reds in it. 94. I can't do that. Cannot do that. I'm all about getting that number up. That's 5. That would be 9. It won't work. That won't work. So that gave me a 104. But if I have an extra, do I have an artifice armor on? I need to earn more artifice armor. That's what I need to do. More of it. I need lots and lots of artifice armor. Oh, Crimson, I didn't even notice it until this morning when I was finishing up that gun bounty for, I think it's Brave. And then I realized I had it and hadn't opened it, and I put this thing on immediately. All right, now, let's see. Let me get on out of here. I don't think I need that to reset. Let me see what I need. There's a fragment on Strand. Omission says there's a fragment on Strand that it's pretty reliably spawns threadlings on Strand weapon kills. It's a good one. Says Q. All right, now let me look and see what else do I need to get done here. Defeat multiple enemies with a single super while in the EDZ. A single super. So that really means I need to do something else. I need to do, Revenant. I'm going to do Strand. I'm going Strand. And then let's do this. I have not used Final Warning with the Mekaneer trick sleeves. I've got this set up for Strand Loader. Let's do this because Strand, be the river. I'm going to take this up just because I like how they look. I do like how they look. This is handling. I don't use a lot of pulse rifles. Razor Claw says a mission, also the artifact, but after this season, Final Warning won't be good. Another weapon that I really wanted to love, was Buried Bloodline. I feel like I should test Final Warning, Rat King, and Buried Bloodline against Indebted Kindness. We know who's going to win, right? Do we know who would win out of Final Warning, Rat King, Buried Bloodline against Indebted Kindness? Q, which one of these would be the best? Now, I know those are exotics. These are exotics. I wanted to love Buried Bloodline because I absolutely love Warlord's Ruin. But I need another indebted kindness for my warlock. I need another one for my warlock. Sidearms. I'm using double sidearms. Let's go find something. Let's go. Don't you run from me. Resource. Hello. He hugs. He's misunderstood. You're misunderstood. You and Riven, you have that in common. Let's go back in here. Every once in a while, I like to go clean this out. Clean it up, clean it out. Why do I use malediction? You mean you don't use malediction? Because it's got explosive payload. It's got a 92 impact. It feels good. It sounds good. It looks good. That's the most you can ask. I really like this weapon. You know, explosive payload, harmony, discord, enlightened action. I'm a big fan. And wildcard, these sub-munitions, they actually work when you're dealing with a lot of ads. Sub-munitions, the wildcard, final blows with this weapon have a chance to create experimental sub-munitions at the target's location. This does a lot. It does a lot. And I'm a fan. I am a fan. Stability, backup mag, and, you know, I have all the ornaments. Guardians, I've got to get the ornament out of Drifter. I don't have that final sword ornament, and I need to get it. But I like all of these. I really do. I'm a fan of all of these. This is my favorite right now because red, I love it. Crimson, who's in chat, loves red. Give me some red. Lots of red. Now, I want to go in and let's get back further in here. Did I get turned around? There was a mission way back in here, and it's been a long time. I don't even think the new lights. Let's see how this works. I think the tracking on this thing is exceptional. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Watch it track. Let's mark him and then do it right there. Guardians, did you see that? We're going to go deeper into this hole, and I'm going to show you how this thing will absolutely track beyond belief. Now remember, we got to mark them. It absolutely, it just tracks to the point that it's unbelievable. And look at the damage it's still doing. K-Fizz, you know, it took me a while to warm up to it, but man, oh man. Look at that. Did you see the bullet 90 degree it? That bullet hit the truck and 90 degreed it. Took out the little shank. It took it out. Brad, how are you? How goes it? So, yeah, I do really like it. I wanted to go in and just look at Final Warning versus Rat King versus Buried Bloodline. Let's see. Let's finish this. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go in. Let me finish this up because I know there's a bunch of them down here. And I'm just, you know, I'm moving it around so we can see it do its thing. But I like it. Hip fire, like Turtle said, and I like all of it, really. Now, have they locked the way? That's no fun. There's a whole big area down there. I want in. Let me in. I like to clean that little area up, though. You know, salt mines. I like to go to the salt mines. Let's go to orbit. You know, that's the one thing I need. The Warlord's Ruin solo. Why haven't I done it? Why haven't I done it? I don't know. I'm a procrastinator. Never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. Oh, Brad, you're playing Diablo 4. Diablo 4, I played it for a long time until that second season came out. And then I had to start over. I quit it. I quit it when the second season came out, and I've not gone back. Otherwise, I was liking it. I liked Diablo 4. All right, now, where's the best place to test a gun? Where is the best place to gun test? Destinations, Crucible, a private match, maybe. Game options. Game type. I'm all about this. I'm all about this. Mount. The Anomaly. Bannerfall. Let's celebrate one of the old towers. Match time limit. Let's go 30. Go 300. That way we can leave it when we want to. The supercharge rate. Let's go 30. I hope they have that fixed. I'm for leaving it on 2 seconds. I'm fine for 2 seconds. Now, select default. Now, do I have to do something else? How do I load into it? Launch. The new seasons are pretty cool. Helltides are a super quick way to level. They rehauled the loot system so that it's a little less grindy to make specific builds. Druid is what I always... What were the classes, Brad? What were the classes? I don't remember. I was running like the beefy guy. Grr. I was running the beefy guy.
Mayhem.
All by myself. All by myself. Creatures doing something.
Open war. Show me what you could do with no limits.
Omission, come in if you can, and let's just see what these guns do. Let's pretend we're Aztecross. He's always shooting his friends inside of these private matches. Druid, Barbarian, Rogue, Necromancer, and Sorcerer. I was a Druid. It felt more like a Titan. And that's what attracted me to it. Thank you, Brad. Brad, did you guys get through the Parthenon last night? Pantheon? Partheon's like a Greek... Pantheon. Did you guys get through that last night? And Brad, if you just now are joining, you said you've been asleep. I had a great war table with Shield Maiden. An absolute great war table with Shield Maiden. She's exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Deity love. My deity love. I just want to test, a couple of these sidearms. Let's just see. Let's see what they'll do. Is Brad on? Brad is in chat, but maybe not on in the game. Not in the game.
All right, so what are we testing here?
Omission. Hello.
I do.
It's good to see you, Omission. Thank you for hanging out. We're just gonna we're gonna test these guns. Will you be my test subject?
Gladly.
All right. We're gonna go. Let's go out here to like the central area. Oh, I see you. Hello. All right, you just stand. How do the professionals do it? You know, I'm a double D gamer. Somebody told me that that means Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Omission's glowing red, and it's scary. He's spooky in here. All right, now I'm gonna try to fire just one bullet. Now, don't be moving. You're trying to make me miss. I see your ploy. Now this is vicious right here. What we're gonna be doing, but I'm gonna see what this little gun does. 36 points for a headshot. All right, 36 points. Now let's switch over to a Rat King. What will a Rat King do with one bullet?
By the way, let me know if you need me to mute because it's hailing outside right now. So I don't know if that's getting picked up.
Oh, where are you, Omission? What state?
I'm in the front range of Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, and you've got a lot of bad weather.
It just started hailing like 2 minutes ago outside. Ooh, that was actually pretty good.
51 points. Now, what was the other one here? What was this?
You said 34 for the final warning.
36. 36 versus
36.
51? But this, you know, this does a lot when you hold and release. Let's just hold it and release it. Now, Omission. Thank you for this, but you might go down here. I don't know. Let's find out.
Fair enough.
I'm going to try to get that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was
my
even on five.
gosh.
Yeah, and that got me. Just try bending it around the corner. I'll go behind one of the things.
Did you feel that?
My controller vibration did.
But now, Guardians, I don't PvP. I don't PvP. that little whirly bird went after Omission like
Yeah, my
crazy.
name.
I don't PvP. How was that, Brad? Is this gun any good inside of PvP? Final warning. Let's just compare it. Now, I have the exotic on Mechaneer's trick sleeves. I'm using, let's see what Michael's Reverence does. All right, let's just, same spot there, Omission. Thank you for being my test subject. This is Michael's Reverence. Let me see if I can just barely tap it and get one bullet. 36. Gosh, you can't. It's so fast, you can't hardly do anything with it. But 36. It is 36 per tap. And I'm just standing here on the green. You know, these aren't scientifically proven. This is for fun. Omission is a friend of mine. You know, no notes in the bottom about how I'm picking on Omission. We're doing this for science. Now, let's go in and look at Buried Bloodline. Okay, this is an exotic. It's available through Warlord's Ruin. Is it going to be no ammo? Where do I get ammo at around here? Will it fill up if I do this?
You should get some from the crate. Yeah, I would imagine so.
I think this fills it up.
Oh, look what
You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I thought that filled up everything. But wait a minute. I can do this. The Traveler's still here. That's pretty amazing.
Here, I got
The
it.
Traveler's still here. All by myself. I thought this field, but they changed that, Guardians. You see, I'm not a PvPer. How am I supposed to get... Okay, I got a
Don't
little
spend all
now.
that
I got a
ammo
little...
in one place.
Boy, they're stingy with that. So that's a huge benefit to Final Warning. I didn't have to get ammo for that. Primary. Omission, what... Do you use these?
I mean, I don't PvP that much anymore. I used to be really into the PvP scene, but yeah, it's not something I do too much. More of a
All
PvE
right,
guy.
this is Buried Bloodline. Let's see if I can just get one shot out. Wow!
That's 2-tap. Nice.
Wow!
And you got to remember too that those hits are healing you as well.
Wow! Have I misjudged this? Omission. Have I misjudged this weapon by leaving it in the vault all the time?
Oh yeah, no. Unironically, Berry Bloodline's probably one of the best exotics in the game.
Double fires tracking bolts that leech health. Landing bolts leeches health from the target, and the catalyst did what? While Devour is active, this weapon weakens on hit. Chat, has anybody discovered? I know there are streamers out there that like they're gun testing all day long. I'm not that big into the science of all of it. I want my gun to sound good, look good, and feel good. And I do the damage. Yes, that's a huge part of it. But Drang, we all saw that ornament. I don't want Drang. I like these weapons that look fancy. I want them to be fancy, shiny. I guess that's why the shiny weapons appeal to a lot of Guardians. They're shiny. Now, what is your favorite sidearm, Omission?
Probably Berry Bloodline or Indebted Kindness.
Okay. Now, let's just
So
go
those that
back
are
and take
on the
one
same
final look at Indebted Kindness. Did it steal all my ammo? Why? Why, Bungie? We're just in here for testing reasons. Science. Boing. That hurt.
Just trying to get you your ammo faster.
I know.
Promise.
It still hurt.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, all right. Let me get over and get back on my little green space. Somebody needs to water this grass. It's got a lot of brown in it. All right. Now let's just do one of these again to remember Indebted Kindness. Does it fire the rocket? Wow. Yes. Holy moly. Is this the king of all sidearms?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think there's at least 2 rocket sidearms that are coming in final shape. There's going to be a strand one, which will be pretty fun. But I think that someone saw who knows? It's conjecture, but someone said they saw a kinetic one as well.
Yeah, Omission. I mean, I've been using it. Now, I made a short video that said basically. Do you have the toast emote, Omission?
I do.
Come over here and sit with me. Come hang out, buddy. I made a short about I wanted I didn't want to have to be burdened with the same weapons all season, and somebody sent me, 3 chapters about, I was one of those streamers that hates on Bungie. No. But look, it's okay to have an opinion about weapons. We all have weapons that we love. We have weapons that we think need a little bit of improvement. You have
especially
weapons,
in a game like Destiny. Yeah, where it's a live service, and things change from season to season.
Yes, and this season we were burdened with what? Polaris Lance. I mean, really. It has been Polaris Lance.
Sunshot, yeah.
It has been Sunshot. What are some of the other ones? I would think Indebted Kindness is one of those that people... But I love Indebted Kindness. I don't feel like it's a burden at all. Will it be as good next season? I don't know. But the artifact really dictates a lot of what weapons are going to be, current and hot. And the artifact, I'm sure it was all planned, made Polaris Lance an absolute star. There's a lot of content that Polaris Lance absolutely felt like it was the gun. And prior to
Didn't
that,
you use Polaris for your solo GM, I think, on your Titan?
Yes.
Weren't you using Polaris?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. And for years, Omission, it felt like years, but it was probably 6 to 8 months. It was Wishender. I declared in some of my live streams, King of all weapons, Wishender. I don't even think that's changed. I think Wishender is simply the king of all weapons, without a doubt. But Polaris Lance definitely moved up there if you're doing PvE. Now, do you PvP omission at all? Do you go into that?
A little bit, not as much as I used to, but to what you were saying before, like the artifact being super strong, I made a Tyranny Heaven, the bow from Last Wish, at the beginning of the season, and I already have over 23,000 kills on it because of the artifact.
Wow. Wow.
It's crazy.
Omission, now that I have you in a chair next to me,
Yes, sir.
just tell me, are you clan founder?
I am. That's why I have that sentimentality towards my clan, even though I'm the only active guy.
How many folks do you have in there right now?
It's got to be. It's not much. It's probably the roster is like somewhere up, maybe 25, 30 people.
Okay,
But I'm
well,
like the
that's
only
still
active
quite
person.
a
Yeah.
few, and they're not active. Are they still in the game, or were they temporary, just trying it out?
I got a few of those. I have a few people that like I have a feeling they'll come back for the final shape. They haven't necessarily explicitly said that, but I don't know.
Will they be
Feel like I
looking
need to
to
hold the
you to
vanguard.
lead them if they come back in final shape?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And how do you feel about that?
I mean, that's like one of the things I love about Destiny in general is I love doing stuff like solo flawless dungeons and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, like Destiny, especially to newer players, is so overwhelming on so many levels that I like to be able to be that person who can at least guide people between certain things.
And if a new light came through, would they feel comfortable, with your group, with you?
I would hope so. I mean, I'm a very non-judgmental guardian, and like I'll make suggestions based on stuff like the artifacts, but like the reality is, in most content in Destiny, you can use most things and still find success. It's just how expedient it'll be, and I'm patient when it comes to that kind of stuff. So if somebody wants to use something that's considered off meta, that's not a problem for me if they're learning the encounter and having fun along the way.
Omission, where you're very knowledgeable. Creature Mask, hello. Omission has been in my chat, and I've really come to respect his opinions and value his opinions.
I
How
appreciate
do
that.
you stay so knowledgeable about the game? Do you read a lot? Is it through gameplay? Are you watching videos, or is it a combination? Tell us how you stay up on what's current inside of Destiny.
I mean, a mix of all of that. Like for me, especially with D2 being what, like 7 years old now, like I like to find those new combinations every season myself. But like I obviously watch like Astrocross videos, and the way he breaks it down in a number of ways always great.
I like Astacross. I really like him. I like his sense of humor. I think he's just fantastic. Now, when did you start your Destiny journey?
Initially, I played D1 when it first came out, and then it didn't have the most, I don't know, exciting beginning. There was a lot of gaps in content, and that co-aligned with work I was doing in like a school in South America. So I didn't play a lot of D1 at all. I played maybe the first couple of months, and then pretty much none of D1 until D2 came out. And I've been playing D2 since it's been out.
Okay,
Except
so
for my
you,
number
you
one game.
started with the Red War.
Correct. Yeah.
You
like
stood
really,
in
really started
Savala's
Destiny.
bubble on the tower.
Proudly.
Okay, all right. Now, what is your favorite moment inside of Destiny? What do you look back on and say, "Wow, that was just one of the best times I've ever had inside of Destiny"?
That's hard to say because, like, on one hand, I would definitely be probably when I had like 5 other friends to do activities like raids and that kind of stuff, where you have like that built-in chemistry. That's always like very satisfying to me. At the same time, probably my first solo flawless dungeon when I was able to pull that off, and then I mean it's something I've been doing since like every season, but it knowing you can pull it all off by yourself is really really fun to me.
So you enjoy the 1840 level dungeons solo?
Indeed, yes.
I do too. I like them. I like to go in there and warm up on 1840. They're a big kick for me. I wish they would have. I wish this season, because it was like, over half a year long, I wish they would have rotated just more of them through. I know, look, we get them, they change, they do change daily, but I wanted more of the dungeons brought through, dungeons and lost sectors. I would have liked for them to be brought through and just rotated, and I want them brought into a list of their own. I want the dungeons on, the side, and just to be able to look at all the dungeons. I would even like the lost sectors listed over there, all the raids listed in their own little bubble. I feel
I
like
agree.
that would be a lot of fun to do that. I would like that. Now,
Yeah,
how
and so,
many
like,
of the dungeons have you soloed?
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, to me, to bring back to an earlier point, like, that's another thing that, like, newer players that I played with, or like returning players to my clan, like, I'll tell them, oh, go launch Warlord's Ruin. They're like, where is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm the EDZ, and then they open the EDZ, and there's like a half a dozen nodes you can click on, and it's hard to like verbalize that. And I wish that there was a more direct way of kind of like putting that in players' faces.
They need the little globe that says dungeons. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would
100%,
love
yeah.
to see that. I just think, and raids need to be grouped, and one little orb that says raids. I don't need to know that it's what do they call them, legendary or something. Those
the Legends
older
tab,
ones.
yeah.
I just want them all together. I want them all together. And many of the newer
Yeah, yeah.
players don't realize that they were pulled forward from D1. So just get them all together, Bungie. We love you, but get them together.
I agree.
What are you looking forward to about the final shape?
Prismatic, 100%. Like, I'm very excited for the Paleheart Destination. I think that there's going to be a lot of really cool visuals there, but at the same time, like, I'm looking forward to build crafting with exotics like Wishkeeper that give you, very powerful strand subclass verbs on like Prismatic with all the different combinations. It's going to be pretty wild.
Are you going to be day one rating?
I mean, if I have people to do it, then yeah. I don't day one rate anymore because I don't have a team. I did it with, I think the last LFG team I did a day one raid was Vow of the Disciple, and the first, I want to say, like 5 or 6 hours of Vow was plagued by error codes, so it was difficult in that way. But I think I spent like 14 hours straight in there with an LFG team, and it was hard because people were. It was like a revolving door.
Like, I'm wore out with at 7 hours. I'm like, this is it. This is it.
Mhm.
Break time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. But that was a very long time. What are your gamer snacks?
What are my gamer snacks? I mean, I love chicken nuggets. I also
Chicken
love
nuggets.
pizza rolls. I think are good. A lot of things, like, I think you mentioned it before, like things that don't affect the controller or the keyboard or mouse. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want any stickiness or any Cheeto powder, if that's any and all
Yeah,
avoidable.
Cheeto powder. Even with a soap and water scrubbing, it could be there for days. What about your beverage? A soda, a cola, water. What is your beverage of choice when you're in hardcore gaming mode?
Oh, I'm a big fan of sparkling water. I
Sparkling water.
love sparkling water. Yeah.
Crimson,
I used to
thank
like
you
soda.
for that.
but,
I'm going to take a dinner break after I finish up just, grilling omission. And then I'll be back on and I'll be ready for it. I'll be ready for
Was that a
it.
dinner pun? Grilling me? I saw that.
You're very omission. You catch a lot of stuff that sometimes is hard to catch.
Oh yeah, and I say a lot of stuff that
you
goes
for
over people's heads.
And you bring a very subtle sense of humor to the game. Do your friends in the real world, are you known for that?
Yeah, it's something like my family is kind of has that like little knack, and we all kind of play off each other. So it's something. It's been a part of me since I was like a little kid.
And the work that you do is very important. Would you like to tell the audience just the work you do in real life, which is very important?
Oh yeah, I worked at a no-kill cat shelter called Wild Blue Cats in Black Forest, Colorado. And it's awesome. We get a lot of cats from the surrounding area. Weirdly enough, a lot of our cats come from Roswell, New Mexico. Make that what you will. Maybe they're little aliens. Who knows? But
Wow.
yeah, it's great. It's
They're
very
super
satisfying.
intelligent. You can't figure it out why.
Uh-huh.
They're
Yeah, it's the saucers.
They fly in private. They're on their own little system. What
Indeed.
what would you like people that may be considering joining your clan? What would you like them to know about you as clan founder?
I would say that for me personally, and their interactions with me, that I'm usually willing to do anything to help anybody out. And like I said, I hold myself as a pretty non-judgmental person. So I can get how Destiny can be overwhelming in a lot of aspects, and that comes down to like activities or like subclass verbs and how certain interactions work. And I would like people to think that they can approach me with what they would consider a dumb question, and I won't treat it dumb in the slightest. Like I take everything seriously.
All right, now last question. If you were to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the triple S tier, the God Slayers of Destiny, and 1 being the Blueberry on the Cosmodrome, where do you rank yourself?
Realistically, I mean, I've definitely gotten a little bit older over the time, so I'm not as cracked as I once was as a young Guardian. But I would say I'm realistically probably like an 8 or a 9.
Wow. Wow. There may come a day very soon, Omission, where I'm going to call on you to shine a light. Will you be
I'll be
ready?
there. I'll be there.
I'm liking it. Chad, I was just, I love that I got to sit down with Omission because he is important inside of my stream because of his wit, his humor, his knowledge, his ability to shed light on sometimes difficult situations. I feel like it's real important to run into some Guardians. Do you live stream or content create at all, Omission?
I do not. I thought about it back in the day. I just I tip my cap to you and all the others who can do it, because my social battery would just deplete if I had to deal, juggle, chatting with people in the game and then outside of the game. I think I would struggle personally with that, but
You've
I
been so
definitely
good
admire
here.
people.
I have to wonder about it.
Hmm.
Omission, thank you so much for letting me test those weapons on you. What did we
Of
find
course.
out? That Indebted Kindness is truly
It is
inspirational
the king.
weapon.
Keep it up.
Indeed.
It was absolutely awesome. Omission, thank you. Chat, I'm going to take a dinner break, and then Crimson says, when are you good for Rook? And we know that
Go get him.
Rook is he's fascinating, and he brings the fashion to the game. His milkshake brings all the gamers to the game. Rook, yeah. We like him. We love him. We need more of him. Omission, thank you. Chat, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm on a dinner break. They whispered to me that pizza is ready. And look, I'm a pizza fan. I will catch you guys very soon inside the gaming world of Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Omission. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you, chat.